we are going to see few more topics under vector analysis chapter. Among them, the first one is problems on curl and divergence. In the previous session, we have seen what is curl and what is divergence. And today we are going to see few problems on curl and divergence. And the next topic is Gauss divergence theorem. That is very important question lies in this chapter, Gauss divergence theorem. So let us see few problems here. Let us see first problem on divergence of a vector. Now see here in this problem, if a bar equal to 2x cube zi cap minus 2xy square zj cap plus 3y square xk cap, find the divergence vector. Find the divergence vector a bar. Now let us see how can we find divergence of a vector. See there, so divergence of a vector can be written as like this, div a bar. This can also be written as del bar dot a bar, del bar dot a bar, where we know that a bar is given there in the problem, and what is del here? Del is an operator. This can be written as, del is an operator, this can be written as I dou by dou x plus j I cap dou by dou x plus j cap dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z. So it is the operator. Now let us operate this operator on given vector equation. Then what we get there, if we substitute here in this equation, see what we get there, del bar dot a bar. So that is equal to, so substitute I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k cap dou by dou z, dou by dou z, and into dot product is there. Substitute a given vector 2x cube z I cap and minus xy square z j cap, and what we have the term plus 3y square x k cap. Now, so we don't know, we know that dot product of unit vectors. What are the dot product of unit vectors? If we take I dot I equal to 1 and I dot j equal to 1. So I dot I equal to 1 and j dot j equal to 1 and k cap dot k cap is equal to 1, and the remaining all cases it will be 0. Then substituting the using these equations, what we get there, I dot I equal to 1, and finally we have the term dou by dou x into 2x cube z, and what is there, minus, and dou by dou y j dot j equal to 1. So that is why we are writing dou by dou y of, here what is the term, x y square and xy square z is there, and the remaining term is what, k dot k equal to 1 and plus dou by dou z into, so we have the term 3y square x. There is no z term, there is no z in third term. Then what happened? So here if we take if we do partial differentiation in this equation, we'll get 6x square z, and here we'll get differentiation of y square. So what we get there, 2xyz, and it will become 0. The final answer is 6x squared z minus 2xyz. So del bar dot a bar is equal. So this one is the answer. In this way, we have to do divergence of a vector problems. So our next problem is force vector F bar equal to y square minus x square I cap plus 2xy j cap. Then show that force vector is conservative. We have to show that force vector is conservative. So for this, we have to, the solution for this problem is, first we have to take curl of a given vector. So how can we write curl of a given vector? Curl of a given vector, curl F bar, can be written as del bar cross F bar, del bar cross F bar. But we know that del bar, what is del bar here? Where del bar is what? I dou by dou x plus j dou by dou y plus k dou by dou z. All are, these are unit vectors, normals. Now f is given there. Now we have to do this problem like this, that equal to, let us take here I j k, I j k. And what about the here substitute? So dou by dou x and dou by dou y and dou by dou z. And so given x component, here x component is what? Coefficient of I, y square minus x square. And what about here? We have the term 2xy. There is no z term. There is no z term in the equation, given equation. Now we have to solve this one. See there, how can we solve here? I into dou by dou y 0 minus dou by dou z 2xy. So we will get there minus. So here initially we will get 0, dou 0 by dou y is 0 and minus, and this term is what here? Dou by dou z into 2xy. See there, partial derivation with respect to z, but there is no z component here. That is why it will become 0. Here we will get 0. Minus j into here dou by dou x into 0. Dou by dou x into 0, it will become 0 minus dou by dou z into y square minus x square. So in this term there is no z component, and if you take partial differentiation with respect to z, this term also goes to 0. And what about kth term? See there, plus k into here we have the term dou by dou x into 2xy, dou by dou x into 2xy, and minus dou by dou y into y square minus x square, y square minus x square. Now, so from this one it will become 0 and 0, and here we have the term k into partial differentiation of this one is how much? Dou by dou x into 2xy will become 2y. And here we have the term, and dou by dou y of y square can be written as minus 2y, and the remaining term is 0. So finally we will get 0. So now, so del bar cross f bar equal to 0. So if the divergence curl of a vector is 0, then that vector is called conservative. That vector is called conservative vector. If any vector whose curl is 0, then that vector is conservative. That vector is conservative. Now, let us see here. Let us see Gauss divergence theorem. So what is Gauss divergence theorem? Let us see first statement. The theorem states that the surface integral of normal component of a vector A bar, normal component of a vector A bar taken over a closed surface is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of vector A bar over the volume V enclosed by the surface S. The theorem states that the surface integral of normal component of a vector A bar taken over a closed surface is equal to the volume integral of the divergence of vector A bar over the volume V enclosed by the surface S. Now the mathematical representation of Gauss divergence theorem is, see carefully, closed surface integral and A bar dot ds, so that equal to triple integral, it represents volume integral, triple integral del bar divergence dot A bar into dV, So this is the mathematical representation of Gauss divergence theorem. The theorem states that the surface integral of normal component of a vector A bar taken over a closed surface is equal to the volume integral of divergence of a vector A bar over the volume V enclosed by the surface S. This is the mathematical representation of Gauss divergence theorem. Now we have to derive this equation. Now let us see derivation for Gauss divergence theorem. See, for this we initially assume volume V, volume element, we are assuming the volume of this object is, I am assuming V initially, capital V. Now this volume is enclosed by surface capital S. To derive Gauss divergence theorem, we initially cut this volume into small components. Each volume we assume dV. The volume of each component we are assuming dV, like this. Here it is dV. Now initially we have to derive equation for small element. Then after we will get the equation for overall total volume capital V. So for this, let us take infinitesimal volume here. So I am assuming small volume element, here I am assuming small volume element. See there carefully. Small volume element I am assuming. The length of this infinitesimal element along the x-axis is dx. The length of this small volume along the y-axis is dy. And along the z-axis dz I am assuming. Right. This is the origin. Now it has, along the x direction we just assume two faces. A, B, C, D phase and E, F, G, H phase. Two phases we are assuming along the x-axis. Right. Now, so let us assume vector field along the x-axis on the left side. What we are doing? we are assuming vector field Ax bar along the x-axis on the left plane, See there, when this field is entering into the small volume element from the left plane ABCD, now we have to find out flux entering into the volume element from the left side. So how can we write flux? We know that flux can be written as number of lines of force passing through the area. So how can we write flux? Flux can be written as flux entering into the volume element from the left side. Can be written as flux, that is equal to, and field Ax bar into area of this plane. What is area of this plane? ABCD plane. That is what? dy dz. And similarly, flux coming out from the right plane. Now the flux, what happened? Entering into the infinitesimal element and it is coming out from the infinitesimal element. Now what happened in this case? See here let us assume components x, y, z components. Here you have to take different components here. So anyway, now the flux coming out from this plane, second plane, here the plane you have to assume here ABCD plane. Here you have to take EFGH plane. EFGH plane. Flux coming out from EFGH plane can be written as Ax bar plus dou Ax by dou x into dx and into dy dz. What is dy dz? The area of plane along the x-axis on the right side. So flux entering into the volume element is Ax dot dy dz. Flux coming out from EFGH plane is what? Ax bar plus dou Ax by dou x dx into dy dz. Now the net flux flowing through the infinitesimal element along the x direction. Net flux along the x direction. Net flux along the x direction. Can be, what we have to do? We have to subtract these two equations. Assume this is equation number 1 and this is 2, and let us make 2 minus 1. So what we get finally, if we do 2 minus 1, so we'll get the answer is what? What we get the answer? Dou Ax by dou x into dx dy dz. So net flux along the x direction in the infinitesimal volume, that volume is how much? Dou Ax by dou x into dx dy dz. What is dx dy dz? Volume of small element, infinitesimal element. Right. Now, so what is the net flux along the y direction? What is the net flux along the y direction? What is the net flux along the z direction? Let us write. Right. See there, net flux along the x direction is how much? Dou Ax by dou x into dx dy dz. And the net flux along the y direction is how much? Dou Ay by dou x. Sorry, here dou Ay by dou y dx dy dz. Similarly, net flux along the z direction is how much? Dou Az by dou z dx dy dz. And now the total flux over the infinitesimal volume element. The total flux over the infinitesimal volume element. Total flux. Now let us add these three net fluxes: x direction, y direction, z direction. Then the total flux. total flux can be, total flux for small element can be written as dou Ax by dou x plus dou Ay by dou y plus dou Az by dou z into dx, dy, dz. So this is the total flux through the small volume element, through the small volume whose volume is how much? Dx, dy, dz. Now the total volume, total flux flowing through the capital V volume element, total volume element is how much? We have to get total flux through volume V can be triple integral of this one, dou Ax by dou x plus dou Ay by dou y plus dou Az by dou z into dx, dy, dz. So this equation can also be written as, see there, V is equal, so this equation also be written as triple integral del bar dot a bar, here this term can be written as dv, so into dv. So according to definition, the total flux to the volume element V is equal to surface integral of normal component of a vector taken over a closed surface, that is equal to double integral and a bar dot ds, that is equal to triple integral del dot a bar into dv. So this is the resultant equation, Gauss divergence theorem. So this is very important question for undergraduate students, and the vector analysis, that is the first unit, first chapter of the first year physics. So very important question. So what is the theorem? Double integral a bar dot ds is equal to triple integral del bar dot a bar into dv, right. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we'll see very important question, that is what? Stokes theorem. And also one more theorem is there after the Stokes theorem. So we have this, the Green's theorem in a plane, then after we'll discuss few problems over Gauss theorem, Stokes theorem, and also Green's theorem. So thank you very much.